hearties, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my favorite sweet potato pudding recipe. Hands down, this is one of my favorite. You could always switch it up. You could add whatever you want to it. You could add grated coconut if you want. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. This recipe I did not. You can if you want to. This is like a Caribbean recipe. I think like all the Caribbean islands have some type of version of sweet potato pudding, and I love all of them. Okay, I love all of them. So this is just, I would just say this is just a sweet potato pudding, Caribbean sweet potato pudding recipe, and it's delicious. This came out perfect. Okay, this came out perfect. And if you make it, it's gonna come out perfect too. Don't be scared. The batter look a little runny, but that's okay though, because you're baking it for 2 hours and it's going to taste really good. So if that's something you're interested in, stay tuned. Oh, Happy New Year! Woo! We made it to 2021. Woo! Happy New Year, hearties. I truly appreciate y'all. Thanks for all the support in 2020. I am so happy about this new year. This is going to be my first video for the new year. So happy new year, and 2021 is going to be lit. So if you're not subscribed to this channel, be sure to subscribe, and let's watch the rest of this video. Bye. Okay, so you're going to need 4 cups of sweet potato. Okay, what I did is I took the sweet potato and I blended it in my blender. So with this recipe, you're also going to need 4 cups of water. So 2 cups of water, I use it to blend the sweet potato, and the other 2 I'm just going to be adding it to the batter. So you're going to see all of that. So just make sure that if you decide to blend it, you go ahead and blend it with 2 cups of water, but make sure you have 4 cups of sweet potato. And then you're going to need half a cup of flour and 1.5 cups of cornmeal. I just go ahead and sift it. Sift the flour, sift the cornmeal. Make sure you don't have no bugs and stuff in it. You check, because we live on an island, so yeah. And then, so I just added the 1 cup of cornmeal, the half a cup of cornmeal, 1.5 cup of cornmeal. Okay, so anyways, you're going to need 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. You're going to need 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. You'll need some lemon juice to do the glaze, and you can also put some lemon zest inside of it. Let me see what else. You need 1 kind of coconut milk. You can't see it yet, but it's on that side. And you need 1 cup of raisins. My raisins end up sinking to the bottom, and that's because maybe I should have mixed it with a little more flour, but I didn't want too much flour in it. So this is the 1 can of coconut milk. You need 2 cups of sugar. You could use less sugar. It's optional. And you need 1/4 cup of oil. So you go ahead and mix all the wet ingredients. So as you can see, I mixed the 1/4 cup of oil with the 2 cups of sugar, and I'm about to mix the 1 can of coconut milk and the 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Listen, I don't be memorizing recipes to the point where I am a boss, okay? At doing these recipes, because I have them in my head. Like once I do it once or twice, like the recipe stays in my head. So you could do it too. And let me see. So yeah, I just went ahead and add the vanilla extract, and I'm adding the 2 cups of water to this mixture. As you can see, this mixture is very runny. Like it almost look like you're doing something wrong, but that's okay. That's okay though. That's okay, because cornmeal is a thing, like it needs water, and it almost like a sponge, so it absorbs all the water, and it's going to come out perfect. Okay, it's going to come out great. So I go ahead and I mix the dry ingredients. So this is the flour, the half a cup of flour, the 1.5 cup of cornmeal, 2 teaspoons grated nutmeg. So I grated the nutmeg in this plate, and I just had measuring it. I try my best to do this by myself, you check, because sometimes I don't have my son helping me record and he'd just be moving all over the place. So I trying to record it by myself. And you need 2 teaspoons cinnamon powder. And then you need 1 teaspoon of salt. 1.5 teaspoons salt, but I just add 1 teaspoon salt. And then this is the lemon zest, or you could use lime zest, whichever one you prefer. And then you just go ahead and mix this up, and this is going to be your dry ingredients right here. Okay, so for the lemon juice, right, you could do 1 tablespoon of lemon juice with 1 tablespoon of rum. This is optional, you don't have to do it. After the pudding finished bake, you just brush it over the pudding. You don't have to do it, okay? It's not an obligation, but you could do it if you want. So I'm just going ahead and mixing the dry ingredients with the wet ingredients. Let's just say like 1/2 cup at a time. I'm just mixing it up so that it's not clumpy or anything. And then after I mix up really good, I'm just going to spray some oil in some pans and put my mixture in the pans and start to bake. And I'm going to be baking this at 350 degrees for 2 hours, okay? That's 350 degrees for 2 hours. You could watch this video as much as you need to so that you could understand this recipe. I add some ginger powder just to give it a little kick. That's also optional. And it's going to look something like this, okay? After you mix everything together, all the dry ingredients with the sweet potato, this is how it's going to look. So we're going to mix the wet mixture with this right now. So this is just the sweet potato and a dry mixture. That's what it looks like. Okay, add in the water. And right here, you could go ahead and add your grated coconut flakes if you wanted to add coconut flakes in here. I know some people funny and they don't like to taste coconut pieces in their mouth. So it's totally up to you, whatever you prefer. Some people like to taste grated ginger and stuff like that. You could add grated ginger to it. But I just want sweet potato, like, okay, just give my pudding with sweet potato and a little bit of raisins. The raisins did sink to the bottom, but guess what? It still tastes bomb though. Still tastes good. Still came out perfect. It was very delicious. And you see, don't get scared. I'm telling you, don't get scared. The batter is going to be running. It's going to look like you're doing something wrong, but that's okay. It's gonna come out perfect. And this is how it looks. I just went ahead and poured them in the pan, and then bake it, and that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed, go ahead and click that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.